Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is Dr. Redstone signing in to another episode on the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be jumping over on the European account to look over some things, and we're going to be jumping over to the global account and talking and going through a little bit of heroic mode. So without further ado, let's jump into the European account, talk about some things, and the episode probably will start around, I don't know, maybe take a guess about 2 minutes or so. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, gamers, and here we are. So we've got the brand new news. Now, they did just do, I don't want to say an update, they did a maintenance break, and I'm not really sure exactly what that was about. So we've got a little bit of the news, the fusion event. A big shout out to, I think, DrLucasWho. We might have grabbed that one in a recent video. One thing I got to talk about is this weekend's raid. Oh my gosh, bro, this freaking armor looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm super excited to go ahead and grab this one. We do have the test event, which we are over here in Ghetto Fabulous. Big shout out to the family there. Yeah, so make sure you guys are grabbing your silver coin. If you guys are not in a guild or not have done a guild war or anything like that, definitely make sure and take advantage of that. Actually, I think I got a couple extra accounts I need to go ahead and do that one for. So yeah, we're gonna go and get into that. One thing that I do want to talk about is the little bit of pets. So we're gonna go over here to the limited time shop and take a look at these guys. Now, it was definitely something that had me curious. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to do. I'm not really sure what the maintenance break was even about, to be honest with you. But if we take a look, we got a couple of these different pets, and I'm not sure what these two are. Now, I'm assuming those ones are probably the max level ones, and then you also have these guys right here, and then you also have the, I think these are probably the final tiers. I'm not sure. I'll definitely take a look. I think I have one of these horses on the account, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, 375 gems. We'll take a look, but to be honest with you, I definitely do not think that it's worth it. Taking a look at this one, we have 7 magical clovers. You guys can see we still need to get one from heroic mode. We've got another one that we need to go ahead and grab, and then hopefully this weekend, I believe it's within the same month, so we should be able to tally that one out at 50 million. This weekend, make sure and keep an eye out, because we will be talking about exclusive materials, being that after this weekend it's going to finalize the month that you guys are going to need to know for next month. So definitely something that we're going to need to do. Let's take a look at the pet before we jump over to global account for Android, and I don't even have any of those horses. Well, let's take a look at this guy right here. So if we go to the max one, that's what he looks like there. He's got the helmet. This is what tier 4 looks like. What's the name? Sheercock, Sheerzox, I don't know. Rasux, Rukas, and Creo. Let's go ahead and take a look and see the name right there, and that'll probably tell us a little bit about what tier that one is at, letting you guys know if it may or may not be worthwhile. So Rukas, so definitely looks like it is what is that, a tier 3? I think that was a tier 3 one. Let's go back and double check. Yeah, so definitely not final level Ruka. So it's a tier 3 on that one, which is definitely going to be one. This particular one has soul burn. Now, I believe all of those horses have shatter shield, so I don't think 365 gems is worth it. I don't know. If you guys need it, definitely make sure and grab those ones while supplies last. I think it's probably about a day left. So big shout out to Ghost, Tremors, big shout out to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys added. And without further ado, let's finally get into the episode, jump on over to the Android global account, talk a little bit about heroic mode. Alrighty, gamers, and here we are. We got the same exact news, blitz event, test event, blah 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 blah, but this is what we're here for, heroic mode. Now, this armor right here with the water and a spirit, I definitely think this thing is going to have some serious HP, so I definitely want to try and finally grab this one. Now, I was going to try and do the friend trick. You guys know friends last about 23 hours in Knights and Dragons, so if we go here, we're going to grab 2 friends. We're going to go with the hardest stage for you as a beginner, and jump on into this one. So we got Tony over here, and then we're going to go ahead and take Who else we got? We did use DrLucasWho. Big shout out to the homie. We're gonna use Zane on this one. So we're gonna take these two guys. Now the only requirement that I gotta say for heroic mode, when you want to take advantage of your friends or the full HP of your friends, make sure you've made it to level 100 and make sure your main knight, this guy right here, has as much health as possible. So if I take off this one and I take off this one, right, so we're down to 607. So at level 100 your knight's gonna have 607 health. Now if we jump into it and we have our friends here, let's go ahead and take a look. So we're gonna grab, let's go back and we're gonna grab this guy right here. So 1695, you guys can see. Oh, I think it might go off of our other friends too. You just want to make sure that you have the maximum amount of health. Let me go ahead and remove these two guys, because I didn't think, okay, maybe it changed. So make sure you guys get to level 100 and then you guys can maximize, make sure you're as effective as possible with using your friends, giving them the maximum amount of health. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump on back over, add these two right here. Definitely not gonna go ahead and help out really too much, but you know, every little bit counts. So let's go ahead and just jump on into it. I know that those ringing amulets don't match. That's fine with me. Heroic stage, fairy forest, my opinion, definitely the hardest one when you're kind of a new player in the game. So as long as you guys have the good friends, it's definitely going to go and take you guys a long way. And of course, the Shatter Shield pet. Speaking of those pets, if you just recently started an account, buy the cheapest one. I think it was like 65 gems on that one. Let me take a look over here on my European account. I've got both screens open, so let me jump into that real quick and take a look. I believe it was 29 gems. You guys can spend 29 gems and get yourself a Shatter Shield pet, which is definitely going to help you guys out in the long run. To be honest with you, if you had the gems, if you had the 300 gems needed, I would probably go and buy all 5 elements, because then you guys will be set and ready to rock and roll. So now, like I said, heroic mode, beginner level, you guys are definitely going to want to take advantage of using your friends to the maximum. Now, you know, you start the game and you start getting added to a couple guilds and you start using a couple of your friends. But how do you get some really good friends? Well, heroic mode and the epic boss is 2 of the easiest ways. Also arena battle, but there is no active tournament for whatever reason. Not sure what's going on with that, but I will keep you guys posted. Now, if we jump into heroic mode, we can take a look at these leaderboards. We are top 500 right now with just defeating that fairy forest twice. Now we can go here and we could take a look at the number 1. Now, if you're gonna go ahead and add them, definitely don't add, I would say, the top 20. I would say go back in 21 through 50. This is exactly what I have done definitely in the past, and it has worked phenomenally for me. So we're gonna go ahead and add all of these guys right here. Help us heroic. I'm not sure what that one is, but we're going to go ahead and add most of these guys. One thing you can definitely do is take a look at the armors. You can see this guy's got a spirit. So you know that guy's going to have a pretty stacked account. Let's take a look here through 50. I'm looking to see, there's another spirit. I'm not seeing anybody with the ultimate armor. There's Zeal right there. Definitely going to go ahead and see about getting him added. Pretty good account right there for sure. Big shout out to the homie. And so that's one thing to do. Another thing to do, like I said, go over to epic boss. Very similar. Go ahead and go to, has it leaderboards? No, go ahead to damage leaderboards. Take a look at this one. So we're 1224. We're gonna go all the way to the very beginning. Obviously you do not want to try and add number 1, and I'll tell you this much right now, most of those people that are at number 1 through 20, a lot of people always try and go through and add them. So that's why I always try and go from 20 and below. So we've got all these guys right here. You're gonna go ahead and go add friend, successful, boom, go to the next one, add friend, successful, boom, and making sure that you guys have a stacked account. Now most of these guys, yes, they do get a lot of friends requests, But hopefully these ones are not going to get as many as the other ones, and they may end up getting you added in the long run. This guy probably shouldn't have added him. So if we jump back over, definitely go through for your friends list, making sure. So I've got about 19 friends I can go ahead and get added. I want to make sure all of these guys, usually the top ones, are going to have, you know, the ultimate armor, and that is definitely going to take you a lot farther. Now, one thing I definitely want to talk a little bit about is the guild war. Make sure you guys definitely take advantage of that one with the silver coins, everything like that. So heroic mode overall should be relatively easy and should be relatively simple for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm wondering if anybody really even gets the heroic mode armor. We're definitely going to go ahead and get this one, as we are over here on the Android global account, and we do need this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it, get all this one done, and I'll see you for the outro. Alrighty gamers, before we jump into the outro, there are some things that I want to talk about as I was progressing through heroic mode on this Android global account. First and foremost, you guys can see we are over here on the fairy forest. So I went ahead and got done with this one time. I did have to back out and jump back into it multiple times. One thing I did switch over, now my pet ability does have the shatter shield ability, so I went ahead and took advantage of that one, but I also did the critical hit one, so I made sure and try and hit as much as possible. So I did switch this one down to the pet ability, and I am now going in and out of the account, you know, sometimes losing, trying to jump back into that one, and hopefully getting enough lucky stuns to go ahead and get this one beat. Now with these ultimate armors, usually the bling, the ring, and the amulet are leveled up quite a bit, so sometimes you do get some lucky stuns as you guys are going through this one. So definitely something to make sure and just continue to try, because you usually, if you can get pretty close on one extra stun, if you're lucky, for the roll of the dice, it's definitely going to go ahead and allow you to go ahead and get it finished. Now one thing to definitely know, and also I'm not sure if any of you guys know this one, so if we take a look up here at the health bar, one thing you need to know is you gain 1 HP per 20 seconds. Okay, so that means in 1 minute you're going to go and get a 3 HP, every hour 180 HP. So if we take a look at this one, so taking a look at this night, we have about 1,000 health, so that's going to take us roughly I'm not sure, but if we went back into it probably about, you know, 5-6 hours later, so 5 hours later at 180 HP, we're gonna jump in with 900 HP. That's gonna almost give us a full night. Now that's gonna be on all of your nights, so definitely keep that one in mind. If it's somewhere over about 1,000, you guys are gonna be about 6 hours or so, and you guys should have a pretty full night. I know some of you guys probably have about 1,500 HP, 1,600 HP and everything like that one, but you guys know the math on how it works. 180 HP for every hour, so go ahead and do the math on that one, boys. So let's go ahead and just jump into it to see if we can go and get this one finished. Maybe you guys will bring me a little bit of luck on this, and then that will be absolutely everything from me. So make sure and go down there and smash that like button, give me a little bit of luck on this one. Hopefully we can get it. Oh, lucky stun. Oh, we just needed one more shot on that one, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and let everybody get healed up a little bit more. Hopefully those 3 beginning nights can get us a little bit farther in the very beginning, and then our 2 ultimate armor friends are going to go ahead and finish it out. And that is going to be absolutely everything from me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the play-by-play progression on my Android global account on getting the heroic mode armor, letting me know down in the comment section below if you guys usually go for the heroic mode armor or not. Obviously the ring, the amulet, the scrolls at the very end, I've already done a video on those ones, so I don't think that you guys really want to see that anymore. Maybe I'll do it on the Android global account so you guys can see how I get the ring and the amulet, which is going to be super easy, but we're going to definitely see on that one. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the little bit of a series while we play out heroic mode on the Android global, and if you do, make sure to smash that like button. Definitely lets me know that you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, put those bad mamma jammas down in the comment section below, and as always, this is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks YouTube. Peace.